Hello, dear travelers. Welcome aboard the abandoned space station. I am Altered Delirial, the star inhabiting said abandoned space station. Today I'm just continuing with redrawing sprites for my VN. And if at any point you have a question about how to make a VN, feel free to ask. And if you happen to come across the VOD of the stream and you also have a question, you can leave it in the comments and I will answer them in the next art stream I do. Okay? Cool. Then we'll just start being very normal drawing women. Honestly, I want to get these sprites done, all of them, as much as possible. As soon as possible. Cause like, I have like other games I want to work on. But like, I want to get this done, you know? Like, I have to get this done. Like, part of it is I wouldn't have to be dealing with this if I like had an actual schedule. I like followed an actual schedule for this and then like do everything in like 4. No, that's too generous. 2 days before the release of the game. And that's why the sprites look as they do right now. The ones currently in the game. The arenas, the main character sprites, are better, just mostly because I started those. Like, I started with her first. So it was just like, oh yeah, I can get this done, look at her and stuff. And then I was like, oh, I said I was gonna release the game this day, and it is 2 days before said day. Whoopsie. So yeah, that's my biggest recommendation, guys. Like, I know it's like an actual thing, I guess keep saying everywhere, but have a schedule. Keep yourself accountable for said schedule, and like know how you can keep up with a deadline. Especially if you're the only developer in your game, and even more so if you work in a group. But I guess if you work in a group, you're like, you know, you have other people. So maybe, like in my case, you work better in that regard because you're like, oh, I have to get this done by this day. Because it's like, I'm not the one keeping myself accountable in this regard. Like, I'm not the one putting this deadline to myself. I'm like, it's someone else who gave me the deadline. But yeah, stick to an actual schedule. Give yourself like tiny deadlines throughout your project of like, by this day I want this done, by this day I need to have this done, etc. That's like my biggest recommendation out of anything. I feel like if you're a creative, which I imagine if you have an interest in making a VN, you're probably a creative in some way, and like you probably already know this, but I don't know, it bears repeating because sometimes it's like, yeah, but if you're not actually done something that you're gonna plan on actually like publishing, you might not really keep all of that in mind. Well, this was my first go around, so, and I also was doing this for a jam, so in a way, you know, had to keep all of that considered as well in the rush. But yeah, no, like you just plan your shit. Don't rush. Just, but you know, have fun with it too. That's the wheel. Yeah. I don't know. Kind of just blabbering a little bit, honestly, while I get done with this shading. Because we'll be doing her blush sprite next, because I want to draw her blushing. I think I deserve it. Because I might have to cancel stream tomorrow, because I have to work on programming. Because it's due. I have to program our eyes. If you know anything about programming, specifically C#, fuck our eyes. How did I? .33. Probably meant to do 45, but okay. And now okay, I did a yeah. Let's see. 46 screen. Okay. I should note that down actually. Let me quickly do that actually. Let's see. There we go. Okay. Think. Yeah. Okay. I don't know why I don't just start. I really should start with making a folder. What the? Does my keyboard hate me? I think my keyboard hates me. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now then, I'm gonna do the blush pick mark of, don't go like further than this. Okay. forgot to open my reference. I should also save. This is probably the most away you're ever gonna see this girl. Honestly, I like her blush, right? The one she has right now. I do feel like I need to remake this regardless. I'm not sure who I'm gonna do after. Hi, hide. No, I just wasn't talking. Hi, hide. Was it? Oh, maybe it was moving because like it was my microphone was picking up my pen or something, but like OBS just wasn't picking that bit up. Because my microphone's actually really sensitive, so I have it like I'm pretty kind of heavy. Well, not heavy, but just a little bit harsher noise gate. Because otherwise it will literally start picking up everything that's going on around me regardless of how quiet it is. So OBS won't pick it up, but my microphone will still be like, hi, I hear you, I pick you up, hi. Sync. You know, Layla's so valid. If a pretty girl called me dear and cute and stuff, I too would just be like, okay, I am going to crumble into dust now. Also, I did finally fix my issue with the Zoom. Thank you, Reddit. Insane reason it wasn't working. It's because my charging cable, the one connected to my drawing tablet, was just backwards, was just reversed. Like I had it so the cable was going like upwards, because otherwise like it was bothersome, right? Well, apparently you can't do that because your tablet will stop working after a while. So now the connection is okay again, and it works just fine. I love technology. Wrong button, wrong button. I forgot this song went like this, and I started to hear the static for a second. I was like, wait, what? I want to replay off, but the remake is coming out this year, which I've already pre-ordered the collector's edition for the Nintendo Switch, and like a t-shirt as well. So it's like, will I figure out how to finally set up my Nintendo Switch to be able to stream it? Which, I mean, I know how to. I know what I need in theory. I just need to get the stuff for it and deal with having it happen. Yeah, I'll let you know, Hyde. Because I'm like, I know in Siri and Zephyr's also like told me a bit. But I don't know. I bet like you two will be explaining it to me and I'll figure out some new way to break that. But yeah, I wanna replay off, but I'm like, I gotta wait. I'm waiting for the remake to come out. Because I'm like, oh, we're so close to the remake coming out that I may as well. And I mean, I'm probably gonna end up buying it on Steam anyways. Because I want to. You know, it sometimes just is like that, Hyde, honestly. Also, I'm realizing chat isn't showing up on screen even though I set it up. So I might fix that in a second. I'll see if I can figure out why it's deciding to break on me, because it was working fine like the other day that I was testing it. But now it's like, So once I finish the liner, I'll check. I guess. Wrong button again. I mean, maybe I'll replay off during my free time. I love Layla so much. She is, however, not the favorite child of the love interest, at least. Darina, as she deserves being the main character, is my favorite child. Which, I'm pretty sure I mentioned this earlier, but I don't know if I'm gonna redraw her sprites. Like, I might just edit the canvas to make sure it's the correct size. But I don't know if I'm gonna redo her sprites or not. Or maybe, I don't know. I'm thinking if I do, it might not be all of them. Because I do have some other ideas for some of her sprites. Because I kind of want to make it a little bit, let's say, creepier. Because I feel, for what the scene is when you first see the sprite, I feel it'd be worse doing that. But I don't know. We'll see. Might also be a case of I just come back to it a while later in the future. But at the same time, Bar of the Deep is like it's a full game. And like officially speaking, it's gonna be finished once I get the update out with the new sprites and the music and stuff. But technically it's not the full story. And I do have plans of doing something more in the future, because I do have like an actual full story for it. I just need to actually get around to doing that. But again, it's like probably need to give it a bit of time. I feel like that's something that might be a good tip. Like, if you have a story, you really want to do the story, you don't want to make it smaller, and it's your first visual novel you're doing, and it's like, I don't want to make it smaller, it's the first time I'm making a visual novel in general. Like, it's not just a case of, oh, you've helped in the creation of other visual novels, so you already know the process in that regard, but it's like the first dip into it, and you're like, you have this story, and it's really big, it's really extravagant, and you want to do it with these characters, with story. Do so, but make it small. That's probably my biggest recommendation. That's what I did with Bar of the Deep. Bar of the Deep, the actual story for it is a lot bigger than what it is in the game. But again, first visual novel was also running on a bit of a deadline because I was planning on having it for a game jam, which I did get it to do so. But it's very much a case of make something appropriate for the level that you're making it for. Does that make sense? I think it makes sense. Why would you do that? Now, why would you do that? But like, if you really have a story, you really want to do it, just make the scope smaller. You have your characters, you want to make it with those characters, do so. But make the scope appropriate for what it is, because otherwise you might never get it done. Because maybe you start working on it and you're like, hey, I actually despise every moment of this. Exactly. Like, yeah. Honestly, yeah, don't pull a Silk song. Now let me see if I can get the chat to actually work, because I don't know why it's not showing up. Okay, I think now it should be fine. Oh, it is there. It's just... Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, now it does work, but I forgot I have a transparent background for it. Give me a second. Because usually I don't have anything. Wait, is that a YouTube YouTube's warning me? Never mind. Hold on. Why do you hate me? Okay. Is it gonna work now? I guess we'll know. Guess we'll figure it out. Oh well. But yeah. Adapt the story to the fact that it is your first time doing something with it. Like doing something in such a way. I forgot I do just have. My girl blushes so much when she's embarrassed. Let's see. Other general tips. Collab. There's always people you could that are definitely willing to work on something together. You can check, like, if you join a game jam, which honestly, if it's your first time, I don't know if you wanted to join a game jam, do so with the idea that you might not be able to finish in time. But yeah, there's always people who are like, hey, I am a programmer and I'm looking for an artist for so and so, or hey, I'm a writer and I'm looking for like a programmer and an artist, etc. Like, there's always people you can collaborate with if you don't want to do everything and you don't have the money to commission people for it. Because especially with art, you just can't commission like anybody. Because like you are making sprites, and in theory, any artist can do it. But that's in theory. Yeah. Like, that's why, like, if you join a jam, it might be simpler, because, like, you can join the Discord, you can, and all that. Why are you doing this to me? But then also, you are kind of collaborating with strangers that you might not know. Like, hey, if you're lucky and you're like, you have friends who can do X, Y, Z that you yourself cannot do, or just do not have the time to learn to do. Like, for example, when it comes to programming, you can definitely like could be like, hey bestie, wanna make a game with me? Like, that's what I did with Sever. Like, I messaged Sever, I was like, hey, hello, do you wanna make the music? I say to my employed partner who was busy as hell, like, hey, you wanna do the music? And I mean, she said yes, and she's working on it. It's just, she's employed. So, you know, employment happens. But yeah, like, you could either do everything yourself, or you can outsource. In a sense of either you have friends who can do XYZ and are willing to do such, or if you join a game jam, you might be able to put a group together, or just stuff like that, honestly. I will say, I think the hardest part about visual novel is finding out that your sprites do not look like you thought they would in the game. Which is kind of what's happened to me, which is kind of why I'm like prioritizing remaking the sprites. Because, fun fact, I don't know if this is the case with other programs, but with the program I used, which is Ren'py, and it's the program that's probably the most well known for visual novels, like, off the top of my head, A Date with Death was made with Ren'py. And like, for example, games that I've played on stream, like Decentra, My Bed, Your Grave, and like the demo of Lost in Limbo, all of those games are made in Ren'py. You're gonna want the canvas for all of your sprites to be the exact same dimensions. Which is why there's so much empty space here. Because, for example, for one of the girls, Mio, she has sprites that are very open. So I have to keep that into account. But I have to keep that into account for all of the girls, because otherwise, what happens is what has happened to me in the current release of the game of Bar of the Deep, which is the sizing of the sprites are off. Like the arena looks like smaller than the others because the arena's canvas was like a smaller size than the others, and that fucked with the image scaling. So that's one thing. But Ren'py is smart enough to be like, oh, okay, these are invisible pixels. Here are painted pixels. This is the center of the canvas. I will put this here at the center of the... This is the center. This is where it's going to be. So if you put the sprite to the left of the screen, like, it's going to move, like, basically the entire canvas from the center to the left. So if you keep your sprite in the center of the canvas, you'll be fine. It doesn't matter if the canvas is larger than, like, what your character's doing. Like, you want it to be larger if your characters are going to be occupying more and less of the canvas compared to each other, or even to their own sprites, because otherwise you get fucked over. Which is what happened to me. Because fuck my life. But yeah, essentially it's just like consistency. Keep things sizing wise consistently. There we go. And like, you'll be fine overall, I believe. At least I hope. As far as I've like tested and stuff, doing this has fixed it. If you use Ren'py, I do recommend going through the files of the two like pre-made games that they have. They have like a test file essentially that has like the bare bones, and then they have like an actual game in the thing called The Question, and like you can kind of just comb through the code and the folders and stuff and see, okay, how do they name this thing? Okay, what does this thing is? What is this thing? And when I boot up the game, what does it equal to? Because there are things in Ren'py that just do not have intuitive names. Like, I wonder what the save slot image is called. It's probably called save slot image or something. No, it's not. It's not called that. Don't remember what it's called right now, but it's not called that. It's in the GUI folders inside of one of the folders that's in there. It's a square, well, technically a rectangle, and it is not called save slot. Which, when I found that out, when I was looking through, because I'm gonna do the GUI as well, I was like, you're fucking kidding me. I was like, you're joking. Why would you do that? Like, actually, why? Just why? But yeah, I recommend going through checking. And there's also like a bunch, and I mean this, like a bunch of tutorials about how to use Ren'py. And like all of the uses and stuff for Ren'py and stuff. Like, what is this called? What is this thing? Why is it called this way? What do I do with this? There is, let's see, the YouTube channel I checked for GUI stuff. It's called Make a Visual Novel or something like that. I saved a video from them. Hold on. Let me actually look up their name. My god, I have... And let's see. Okay, let's see. It's called Visual Novel Design. That's the YouTube channel. They have a bunch of things on how to make visual novels. God, I tried to learn RPG Maker. And I was like, no. You know what? No. Which is funny as hell. So I'm literally university for game making, and I'm like, you know what? Actually, I don't want to learn RPG Maker. RPG Maker, actually, no. No, thank you. Like, you know what? No, actually, I will not be doing that. Okay, there we go. Also, Chester's not working, right? Nothing's popping up. Yeah, no. Okay. I'm just giving up on it, honestly. But I don't know why it doesn't work. Let's see. Trying to remember what else I have to do for Layla. I have the base, I have the smile, I have the blush. Oh, right, sigh. Which I think I'm gonna do the cross arm. I like those cross arm for her. Like, I like the thing I have for her for sigh in the original one. I'm so sorry, I'm like taking a moment because there's like something in my eye. Okay. Oh my god. Do I have like a hair in my eye? Why the fuck is it bothering me so much? Let's see. Do I think I'm going to be able to... Oops, I forgot to color that in. I don't understand why it has decided to hate me right now. With the, how you say? Eyedropper tool? Like, I had to edit it because of the whole zooming issue. Like, I was going a little bit insane trying to figure out why the zoom wasn't working until, again, fucking cable. And now the eyedropper tool isn't working properly. Like, it keeps like switching permanently to the eyedropper tool and not switching back when I stop pressing the button like it used to. Except sometimes it does do that, so I don't know what its fucking problem is. Apart from the sprites, I do have to also do one of the endings. I have to redraw it because I rushed that. I quite literally did that one in an hour. Actually less. I full on just rushed that one, so I want to remake that one. And then I have other CGs to work on. I have the sketches for them. I just have to do it. I also need to look into the code for Ren'py a bit more and see how I can show the image at the end without the like text box, because I know it's possible. I just haven't been able to figure out what the code for it is just yet. Because I'm sorry, I don't like Python. Blasphemous. I know. How could I? But I do not like Python. I know it's like the easy, simple baby programmer that's like, it's meant to be like really simple and intuitive, and like if you want to start programming, that's like the one you should like start with and all that. But I did not start with Python. I started with C Sharp. Well, technically HTML. But I use C Sharp for my projects and stuff. So Python's a little bit of a doozy for me. Mostly because it is just so simple, and I'm like, what do you mean I can just write the word and I don't have to write like the symbol, the little symbol that means and like twice to mean and? What the fuck? What are you telling me? Why? What? Are you insane? Yeah. I do have ideas that I want to implement for my next game. And I'm like, I think those ideas are above my skill level. Very well. I'll figure it out. Also, do I think I'm gonna be able to finish the last sprite? No. Why? Because my back is hurting. I will admit, I have been doing better health-wise, but that does not mean that I've stopped having chronic pain. So, and it's cold. You're like, I will finish this one though. Like, I'll definitely finish this one at the very least. Maybe I'll start sketching the other one. I don't know. I think, I don't know if I've mentioned this earlier on stream already, but just in case. I might not do a stream tomorrow because I have work I need to make sure I'll finish on time. I am playing at like 8:30 p.m. GMT with the wonderful Hyde and Jax and Yogurt as well. We're playing Marvel Rivals, I believe, unless there's some change or something, but we'll be playing that. Will not be streaming my POV. I honestly kind of do not like streaming my POV in like fight games and stuff like that, like Overwatch and similar. So I will be there, I just won't stream my POV. Other than that, if I do stream tomorrow, it'll be Fields of Mistria at like probably around like 5:30 or 5 GMT, 5 p.m. GMT if I stream it. But again, it'll depend on like how much work I've gotten done, because arrays are kicking my ass. Speaking of also Mistria. Yeah, Mistria's fun. I do have a lot of fun with it. It's just I have no time control with it. Sometimes I'll stream it, like, or I'll just be playing it casually and I'll be like, oh, I'm just gonna play it for a few hours. I look at the clock, it's 1 AM. And I started playing at like 9:30 PM. Like, there's times where Zephyr will message me and be like, okay, what game is being played because you have not answered my message in like at least an hour. Oh my goodness, hello Pookie. I feel like I summoned you. Do you have any input about music creation for VNs that you would like to be included? Just finishing this up. I'm hoping I'll be able to get the other sprites done soon. Maybe I just need to like do all those sketches in one go. Yeah. You don't have to go too crazy with music when it's a VN. Usually, like you said. Sometimes you can be. But I definitely can add a lot to the ambience. Man, I wish I could make my chat fucking work for once. So that the messages could just appear on screen and I don't have to read them out. But yeah, exactly. Don't want to overwhelm them. Player gotta read. Player has to be literate. That's another thing. I've seen people leave comments on VNs. Not mine, thankfully, because mine's not big enough to get to the crowd yet. Where it's like, why is there so much text? My guy. What do you not understand about visual novel? Why'd it be like that? Like, I feel like sometimes people see novel and they think it's a suggestion or something. It's just there for funsies. Honestly, we should start adding that disclaimer to RPGs and visual novels. You're right, Hyde. Like, fully correct. Okay. Let's see, there's a blush. we go. Honestly, part of me doesn't want to do the size sprite on stream because it's a crossed arm and might struggle to draw crossed arm poses. It's bad. It's bad. It is bad. But yeah, we got 2 sprites done. We got 1 sprite like fully done in stream. The other one was started already, but we finished 3 out of 4 sprites for my lovely butch lesbian named Layla, who I adore very much, even though she's not my favorite child out of the love interests. My favorite love child, probably Mio. I mean, is she though? Is Mio my favorite love child? I mean, I did do my art project and I used her. Thank you, Hyde. Hey Pookie, you wanna run that by me again? You might. You know, we already had a case like this with My Bed Your Grave. Technically, uh-huh. You're singing the song? Okay. Okay. Sure, okay. Okay, no, I believe you. Okay. Okay. It's okay. I believe you. It's okay. No, I believe you. I feel like you're gonna start messaging me on Discord and be like, no! Here's the song! Here's the link! Oh, let's check. Let's see. We have wrong one. We have the bass. Look at her. Lovely girl. We have the smile. And we have the blush. The one thing less consistent on my art style is her fucking waist. Cause god, fuck. But yeah. I think we're good. I think we're good with this. Well, let's see. I'm gonna try and finish Layla's sprites off stream. Wait, the angry face? You had to show the angry face manually? Really? YouTube was like, that's mean. It's against policy. Which one then? Oh. Okay. Why the fuck is Hyde being silenced? Can't believe this. No. YouTube's trying to silence Hyde. Hyde no longer getting silenced on our collabs. Now on YouTube comments as well. Amazing. Poor Hyde. She can never escape the bully. Even YouTube bullies her. Yeah. I'll call it here. I'll finish Layla's sprites off stream. I might do VN sprites off stream as well because there's 3 of her. Well, not 3 of her, like there's 3 sprites for her. And Mio? I'm not sure. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do with Mio's sprites because I like her base sprites. They just need to be reworked a bit to not be so rushed. So I might just grab them and like put them. Oh, I can show the rest of the characters. Hold on. So we have Layla. Let's see. This is Darina. She's the main character. Let's see. Oh, I do have this. Okay. Here we go. And here we can see all the characters. Layla, as known. This is Vian. And this is Mio. Vian is who I like to call as the girl who I sent to the server and had all of my friends going absolutely insane for her. So. But yeah, this is one of the love interests, another real love interest, third love interest. Mio is kind of Liz' favorite child, yeah. I love all of them dearly. For reference, see, Dorina is she, her, it, its. Vian is she, her. Mio is she, her, but any pronouns are fine as long as they're funny. And Layla is she, her, he, him. I love my bitch lesbian very much. Darina's main character. I probably have the most things for her, which I mean makes sense, she is the main character. But yeah. I like all of them. I think it's so funny though, because it's like pretty like nicely dressed up lady. Kind of extravagant girl. Layla. Said with love and affection. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and save on here. And having said that, I'll call it here for today. We'll see if I do We'll see if I stream tomorrow. Fields of Mistria. If I do, there'll be a waiting room set up. Honest to God, the waiting room might be set up like 30 minutes before the stream starts. It might be set up 10 minutes before the stream starts. I don't know. Because I need to get work done. And I would like to get at least half of it done. And I don't know how long it's gonna take me because it's fucking arrays. I hate arrays. I don't know why. Well, I said this thing. I understand arrays. Like, I understand them. It's just the concept of like actually making them work for me it just passes through my head, over my head and stuff. But anyways, let's try and finish. I will try to finish the sprites off stream. Mio or Vian or Darina. Maybe Darina. Maybe the one who I do on stream for the rest of the sprites. As time sees. Like, this might be completely different next stream, which will be for Friday for continuing the art stream. That said though, I may be redrawing the sprites and stuff, and the music might still not be done, but the game itself is done. Like, the visual novel, the story for it is done, it is complete, and it is in the description if anyone wants to check it out. But yeah, like, it's playable. It's just rough right now in the sense of the visuals and stuff like that, but like the actual coding and gameplay and stuff like that should all be fine. Like, at least no one has reported any bugs with like getting endings or anything like that. But yeah, anyways, kind of yapping right now. Having said that, thank you for coming. If I stream tomorrow, I will stream tomorrow. If I don't, I will be playing Marvel Rivals, and you will see me over with Hyde or with Jax or with Yogurt. And yeah, leave a like, subscribe, all that stuff. You know how it works. You've been on YouTube, you know how YouTube works. I'll see y'all next time. Bye bye, everybody. Bye bye.